a lot of viewers. Of course, through the Premium Chestnut Association here in Australia, I've been able to meet with some of the growers, and of course one of the more charismatic growers that I got to meet was the beautiful Tony, who of course is Italian, Calabrese in fact, is that right?
That's so true.
And is also the proud owner of High Groves here in the middle of Stanley, and you are very, very well known for your, not just chestnuts, but also berries and other things that you do.
That's right. Yeah, we grow berries and cherries,
yes,
but mainly chestnuts.
Chestnuts as well. Now, tell me a little bit about your history, Tony, because I know that in order for you to get here, there was a story behind you before, right? Because you come from Mount Beauty.
That's correct.
All right,
yeah.
and you were one of the, well, not original, but part of the tobacco growing community.
That is true. We were in Mount Beauty for 35 years.
Yes.
And when they finalised tobacco,
yes,
there's no more grown in Australia.
Yes, yes.
And I had sons that wanted to continue in the agriculture business,
yes.
And Highgrove came up, and I thought it was an opportunity to continue in agriculture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
But of course, aside from chestnuts, I know you've also had hotels. The beautiful Caterina has been also doing some cooking at La Luna restaurant. So you've had a really beautiful story, I think, around raising 7 children.
Yeah.
It's kept you very busy.
Well, Caroline takes most of that credit.
Yes.
She always loved having a big family, and she loves cooking.
Yes, oh yes. That goes hand in hand with the Italians, doesn't it?
It
and
does.
The Italian men like drinking. Yes.
The odd glass of wine, yes.
But on that note, now just very quickly, Tony, so once you have harvested the chestnuts, tell me what else happens here in the orchard, because there's a fairly, I think, arduous sort of process that goes into getting those beautiful big nuts, yes?
Yeah, we started harvesting beginning of March.
Right,
and it goes through to the middle of May.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And of course, you actually, all your nuts go into other markets, interstate, don't they?
They do. We these premium chestnuts go to one agent in Sydney,
yes,
and another one in Melbourne.
Yes, and they are recognisable by the little logo here and easy to peel.
That's right.
Which is what we're driving home. So post the harvesting, and once they've gone out to the markets, what happens here in the orchard? Like what is required of you as a primary producer? Because I'm assuming that in order to get those very special quality nuts, you need to do some special things.
Well, our focus is, and it's a very important part of our program, with pruning. By pruning, you get bigger nuts and better quality.
How many trees do you have?
Between 2 properties, we have approximately 5,000 trees.
How long does it take you to prune 5,000 trees?
Yeah. Well, I don't do a lot of pruning. I've got 2 sons, Joseph and Justin, which do most of the pruning.
Right.
And it takes approximately 6 weeks to 2 months.
Wow. So
to
that
do
gets
all the
done
pruning.
in the cold weather?
In cold, when a job has to be done on farms, you don't look at the weather.
No,
you have to get out there and do it.
That's right. All right, so post the pruning, anything else is done in the orchard?
Well, after pruning, there is a slack time.
Yes.
Of 2 months.
Right.
And then in springtime, we fertilise them, we irrigate them.
Yes.
We mow them, and just wait for the season to come on.
For the season. Well, there you go. So you see, we have to give enormous respect to these wonderful producers of any of the industries here in Australia. But chestnuts are the thing that are a little bit funky at the moment. People are starting to understand. They've been in our recipes, part of our cultural tradition. We want to get it out there to the people that they can be had in sweet dishes, in savoury dishes, or simply enjoying them with a glass of wine, Tony, yes?
Yeah. Caterina, if I could say one thing.
Yes.
People that try premium chestnuts and compare them to other varieties, you'll never go to other varieties, and you've got to believe me, that is a fact.
Well, I'm testament of that. You've converted me. I'm selling them in the restaurant already. A lot of viewers, whilst we have Justin putting a little slit in these chestnuts, because you know if you don't do that they're going to explode, he's going to roast some for us, and I'm going to go into the kitchen to meet with Caterina and later on Amanda, and they're going to show us some nice little recipes with these wonderful nuts. a lot of viewers, of course, behind every man stands a great woman. And of course, I'd like to welcome Caterina Borsato to the show, who is Tony's wife. Now, I know you've had 7 children, and of course, that's a lot of the hungry mouths to feed, no doubt. And I guess over the years, you've just developed and mastered your own recipes, correct?
Yes, I love cooking.
Yes, I know. And now you hail from the region of Calabria, which of course is in the southern part of Italy. Now, the recipe you're going to be showcasing tonight, aside that you grow chestnuts, but this is something that you would have grown up with in your youth?
Yes.
And something nice and simple to do, doesn't cost a lot of money, and of course the big thing we want to showcase is the fact that now there is a new variety of chestnuts that are easy to peel, so we don't have to fight the skin, and we can do this very simply. Allora Caterina, what's the first step in making this raviolo farcito, which is basically a stuffed raviolo, correct?
Well, we've got some boiling water on, and
we need to boil
we put the chestnuts in.
Yes.
You don't split them, you leave them whole.
Okay.
20 minutes, take them out and cool them down a little bit, but they need to be peeled while they're still hot.
Yes, otherwise the pellicle won't come off.
Yes, right.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
is that it?
And
what's the in terms of how much we need? So half a kilo.
Okay. To make this ravioli that we're cooking today,
Yes.
is 500 grams of chestnut.
Yes.
250 of mascarpone cheese, pinch of salt, pinch of cinnamon, all into the blender, and
Yes. Away you go.
that's it.
That's easy. Too simple. Too easy.
Easy,
But too
right?
yummy.
Not
And then
too
we
much.
just whack it in the blender and blitz it for how long?
20-30 seconds or 40 in the max.
Yeah. So obviously, Caterina likes to retain a fairly rustic sort of filling, but if you choose, you want it a bit smoother, just blend it a little bit more. That's all right. Beautiful. Now I know you were saying to me you normally always make your own pasta, but for our viewers at home, if you don't have time to make it and you feel that you want to buy the pre-made product, you can, because it works equally as well, doesn't it?
That's right.
Fantastic.
It's quick and easy.
Quick and easy. That's the point of all these cooking shows.
That's
We want to
exactly right.
be able to do it at home. All right, now let's start the first process in the recipe.
So we do put a little bit of egg wash.
And what's that? Just fresh egg with what?
Just egg.
Egg, and you've
and
just
a little
beaten
bit
it?
of water in it.
A
Yeah.
bit of water to thin it out a bit.
Put this on the side so it doesn't it sticks when you put
Okay.
the ingredients in.
Okay. So the egg wash around the edges.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm making 3 out of this lot.
So nice full heaped teaspoons. Beautiful. Lovely. Here we go.
We sort of fold.
Oh, is that it? Beautiful. So now you've used a little cutter to get the lovely crinkly edges. Perfect. All right. And then?
We use a fork just to seal it.
All right. So she's pressing onto the 2
sides.
layers of pasta so that you get a really nice firm casing, because we don't want any of the filling to come out during the cooking process. Beautiful. Perfetto. Here we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Now we need a pot of boiling water.
That's right.
Do we need to salt the water?
Yes, you can add some salt if you like.
All right. All Italian cooks know that you must salt the water. And then you put them in the water. How long do we need to cook them for?
A couple of minutes because they do come to float pretty
All right.
much straight away.
So it's like, I remember my mother used to throw in the gnocchi. Wait till they come up to the top.
To the top and dish them out.
Yeah, and dish them out. So that's how quick it is.
Yep.
And let me ask you, what will be the sauce that you're going to be pouring over these gnocchi?
The sauce is...
Ravioli.
Ravioli. The sauce is some burnt butter.
Yes.
A little bit of sage.
Yes.
You just slightly cook it until it's nice and golden brown and just
Nearly
toss
nutty.
them in.
You get nearly a nutty flavour.
Yeah, don't burn your butter.
Don't burn the butter, because
That's
then it
right.
starts to split and it changes the colour too, doesn't it?
So you just toss them in the pan and dish them out straight away. And
Of course, burnt butter is one of the sauces that is famous all over Italy. They do them with the ravioli, with the amaretti, as you know, and the zucca in Mantova. So really classical dish. But if we didn't want to do it with sage, what else could we use, Carmelina?
well, we used a little bit of pancetta today.
As well?
So you can add that if you like, or you can have it as a sweet. You can deep fry them and add a little bit of icing sugar.
So put them in the
Deep fry
in the oil,
deep
fry it, and then some icing sugar.
Yeah, till they're cool.
That's it. Look, three suggestions just with this humble raviolo filled with castagne. All right, beautiful. Yum. I'm dying to taste it. How many calories is that going to put on me?
Not many. 'Cause chestnuts aren't really, they're not fattening. Did you know that? They're not.
They're beautiful. They are. Do you know what? What's great about that? You're getting sweetness from the chestnut and the nuttiness of the butter, and it works so well.
Beautiful.
Are you sure they're not fattening?
They're not fattening.